everyone, I'm back with another video. Today I will be doing my February wrap-up and I will be adding my haul of the books that I hauled this month, so that's very exciting. Life update, I cut my hair so now it's short now and hopefully it will grow fast. And another update, as of now I've been accepted into 4 colleges so far, so that's very exciting. March should be when most or all colleges respond back, so that will also be exciting. I'll update you guys if you would like. So now moving on to the books I read. So the first book I read this month was November 9 by Colleen Hoover, and this book was so great because I've been waiting to read it for a while ever since I heard that it was coming out, so I was very excited to read this from the start. But this book was great. It's about these 2 people, Ben and Fallon, who meet every year on the same day. Most of you probably already know what it's about, but for those of you who don't, I suggest just diving into it without really knowing much. I enjoyed this a lot because Colleen Hoover just makes me fall in love with every single book. I don't know how she does it, but I just fall in love with every single book she puts out, and this was amazing, and I love the characters. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I read, which was on my phone, so I don't have it in a physical form, but I read Love, Rosie by Cecilia Ahern, and I think most of you know what Love, Rosie is about, but it's kind of complicated for me to say. It kind of just tells a story about these 2 friends, Alex and Rosie. They've been friends since they were 5, so I don't really know how to explain that one. It was kind of confusing. But the format of this book was really hard to get into. I couldn't really enjoy it for what it was, and it was very hard to sometimes get into it. However, it was funny at times, so I will give it that. But some of the characters just really had some bad decisions and just kind of irritated me. So yeah, and then the ending was, I don't really know if it helped, so I gave Love, Rosie a 2 out of 5 stars. Then the next book I read was Saga Volume 2 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. And as always, this is just as addicting as the first volume. It was a little bit slow, but it really picked up near the end, and of course the ending always leaves you wanting more, so that's how I'm feeling right now. And it was really good though. So good. And I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. Then the next book I read, which is exciting, was 11/22/63 by Stephen King, and this book is enormous. If you haven't noticed already, it's huge. So imagine me. It was a big book, so I don't really know how I was gonna read this, but I read this and I'm really glad I did because I really enjoyed this. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I thought I wouldn't get into this book because Stephen King's writing sometimes is really interesting, so I can't usually get into his writing, or I don't really like it. But with this book, I did not have a problem with his writing. In fact, I really liked it. It was really smooth and easy to understand. It was quite different. I don't really know how to explain it, but his writing either makes or breaks the story for me, and in this case, it really made the story for me, and it was really good. It's about Jake Epping, who's an English teacher and also teaches GED classes for adults who want to get their GED, and his friend Al tells him that he found like a time portal basically, and he wants him to go back to save JFK. And this book is not only about saving JFK, but much more than that, and that's what really helped me appreciate this book, and it was so good. So if you've been thinking about this book, you should definitely just read it and go for it, and watch the TV show too. I already started the first episode. It's pretty good. And then the last book I read was Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. I think this book just came out this month, and I've never read any of Ruta Sepetys' books, so I didn't really know what to expect from her. But at first glance, it was really good because these chapters are really, really short, so that's what keeps my interest. And I really enjoyed this because this essentially is a story about 4 teenagers who are stuck in between the war in 1945, and they're all trying to get to safety, so they board the Wilhelm Gustloff, and this is an actual ship that sank, and this book is absolutely heartbreaking, and it gives you all the feels, and I really enjoyed this. I think that I will be picking up more of Ruta Sepetys' books after this because I really enjoyed it, and I really think people should read this and learn more about the ship, because I definitely did not know about this, and her writing helped me understand the kind of like the history, like refresh my memory. And I also think that her writing style and chapters, which were really short, helped build suspense and the mystery around this book, so that was really great. And now I'll be moving on to the books I got. So I only purchased Saga Volume 2, but my friend Daisy, if you're watching this, Daisy, hi, was nice enough to get me some books. So I'll show you guys. I won't tell you the plots because that is just going to take way too long. But basically, Daisy was nice enough to get me these books. So the first one is It by Stephen King, and this cover is so gorgeous. I love it, and I cannot wait to read this book. I'm probably going to read it very soon after I finish a couple other books that I've been wanting to read, but this is amazing. I love it so much. The cover is beautiful, even though it's huge, but it's awesome. Then the next book I got was House Rules by Jodi Picoult. I also got Confess by Colleen Hoover, which I really want to read soon. I also got Middlesex by Jeffrey Eugenides. I don't know how to say his last name. Sorry. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and it also has the black pages, which is really nice. And I also got Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, but I have a friend that's borrowing it, so I can't show the beauty of the book. But yeah, I got that one. And last but not least, I got Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, which is beautiful, and I can't wait to read this. And yeah. And so if you're watching this, Daisy, thanks once again. You're awesome. So that was it for my wrap up and my haul. Please let me know and comment down below if you have any of these books, or if you've read any of these. I'd really like to know. And yeah, so I hope you're having a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.